today we're going to be looking at 3 ways to find long-term dividend growth estimates. When I say long-term, I mean 3 to 10 years out. This will be step-by-step instructions. I'm going to use Fortis as an example. It's a utility company. The first option will be Value Line, then we're going to look at Dividend Stocks Rock, and then company guidance if it's available. And a little tip, if you're trying to access Value Line for free, check your library. And if you're in Canada, you can check out this website, and I've listed all the Canadian libraries that provide free online access to Value Line. So let's jump in. This is the article that lists all the libraries in Canada that have free Value Line access. I'll link to this in the video description as well, but you can pick your province and then it'll tell you which ones have access and which ones I checked. Anyways, so when you go to your library, you're going to look for something called online resources, and then from there you're going to search for Value Line and access now. It'll ask you for your library card. You'll enter it, continue, and now we will be logged into Value Line. So this is sort of what Value Line looks like. At the top here, I'm going to type in Fortis's stock ticker, and this is going to bring up the Fortis page from Value Line. And there's a little PDF reports button, and I'll show you the latest PDF reports. So I'll click on this. This is the December 11th, 2020. And then here we have our one-page Value Line report on Fortis, which are super handy. You scroll down a bit, and this is the area that we're interested in, the annual rates page. So we'll zoom in a bit, and we can see that the dividends past 10 years 6.5%, past 5 years 7%, and they're estimated over the next 3 to 5 years to go up by 6% a year. So that's how we get our first dividend growth estimate. You can also take a look at the top here, and it'll show you 2023 to 2025. They're estimating dividends will be $2.5 per share in this part of the report. So that's Value Line. Next, we'll look at Dividend Stocks Rock. So this is run by a Canadian out in Quebec, and I like Dividend Stocks Rock because it's got access to a lot more of the smaller and mid-cap Canadian stocks, whereas Value Line just kind of covers the larger, more well-known Canadian stocks. It's more US focused. So if you're wanting a better Canadian coverage, Dividend Stocks Rock is probably going to be a better fit. So we'll log in and enter your password. I'm going to go to the stock screener, scroll down, I'm going to search for Fortis. The ticker is FTS. And then this is going to bring up the Fortis stock card. I'll give you a little brief summary of it. I like to just scroll down, and they provide a sort of dividend growth perspective short summary. So you'll see that they mention the past dividend growth rates, and that management is planning 6% increases until 2025. And then you scroll down a little bit more down to this valuation area, and you'll see that the expected dividend growth rate for years 1 to 5, from years 1 to 10 is 6%, and then after that they're estimating 5.5 dividend growth per year. So this is where you'll find the dividend growth estimates for all the 500 plus companies they cover in Dividend Stocks Rock. It's mainly US and Canadian stocks. And the reason it's under this valuation tab is it's part of their dividend discount model valuation method, which requires a future dividend growth rate to calculate that. So that's Dividend Stocks Rock. The third area that I'll look is for company guidance. Most companies don't provide dividend growth estimates. So you have to kind of look around at a few different areas. I'm going to check out the Fortis Investor Relations. And you can see right on their front page, 6% average annual dividend growth guidance to 2025. Normally it's not this obvious. What you can usually do is you might take a look at recent presentations, and then you can kind of search for the dividend growth estimate there. This is their most recent presentation. And then I'll just do Control F, and then I'll search for dividend and jump around a bit. And you can see right here, the 6% average annual dividend growth guidance through 2025. Other areas might check are the annual reports or the annual information forms. And if you can't find the annual information form on the Investor Relations website, you can check CEDAR as well. Okay.